Hello, welcome to the queue. Recap of turn 3. So we'll be sliding here over to turn 4. And there's the tech. Germany has the jets. So this is the round where you choose how many dice you roll at 1 IPC per dice. Japan is at 0. They don't want to roll any dice. US is rolling 7 dice and UK 6. And we haven't heard from Russia yet, but I thought I'd just go ahead and do the video, and if all else fails, when he does his turn, he can roll however many dice he wants to there. On the objectives for the victory point, I forgot to include this one last turn on Cairo. The Axis picked up the Japanese Empire point, the Rising Sun, and the World Oil. And when I'm looking at the chart here, Germany, they were at 46 and Italy at 21. So no, they're not up. They got to get to 70, so they didn't get that one. So they are at 11 victory points at the end of round 3 for the Axis. What you missed on the Commonwealth turn, the 3 fighters from Java flew up here to India, and over here they purchased 3 tanks and placed in South Africa. The 2 tanks that were there railed up, so there's a big massive grouping of Commonwealth there in Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. So for battles, very sad here. The Germans came down and destroyed the British small fleet. Then the British came back with air power and destroyed that German fleet. They only survived with the 1 fighter though. So, well, no, the bomber. So the bomber and fighter survived that battle. The subs, they couldn't attack the subs because they did not have a destroyer. So the subs survive. Germany landed here in Morocco. On the continent, not a lot. We are on Russia front here. The Baltic states, Germany came in, wiped out, I think it was 9 infantry. And then the Russians came back and wiped out the remaining Germans with the remainder of 1 tank left. And then the same thing here in eastern Poland. Germany came in, then Russia came back. So a lot of back and forth there. And I will say on the last turn, we had some mishaps on the aircraft. One in Baltic states, I forgot to roll the anti-aircraft. So Russia rolled it on its turn and got a hit. So this bomber was destroyed. It didn't get a hit in that battle, so it was really no effect on the outcome. Then on the Russian counterattack in Baltic, there was a miscount of infantry because I think Russia had set up their board. It's not running board, so he set it up just for that turn and had an extra infantry. So that means this tank would have not been there on that last round unless you lose a plane. So one of the 2 fighters from Russia in Leningrad is gone because he wanted to take Baltic. So that's where we stand there. In the Middle East, Britain came into Iran, lost almost everything. I think they did have to lose a plane to take that, so that was punishing. The Middle East conquest for Britain has been bad. They've really taken a beating there. Japan, oh, there's a victory point right there. Southeast Asia point. So that puts the Axis to 12 victory points. I didn't see that because they took Burma, they took Shan State, and that completed the loop. And just some back and forths in China. China is reduced to 2 IPC. Oh no, there's 3. So they're reduced to 3, so they might get crushed since they're up here, and this is a 0 point value. That might be the last 3 they get for a while. They should certainly strike out and take 1 back, but it's hard to build on 1 IPC a turn. So that is a recap of round 3, and let's go on to Germany.